Hello everyone! Good day! This is Angelo Levitario, your reporter for today. So before we start, let's discuss what is ADDIE model. Have the objectives? So now, ADDIE model for instructional learning, it is a tool to use for creating and selecting an instruction for learning. Instruction doesn't begin with teaching, it begins with understanding. And that's exactly what the ADDIE model captures so well. The ADDIE model is more than just a framework, a disciplined approach to designing meaningful learning experiences. ADDIE stands for Analysis, Design, Development, Implementation, and Evaluation. Each phase is distinct, but together they create a dynamic cycle, one that invites constant reflection and continuous improvement. So let's begin with analysis, the foundation of it all. It is where we pose and ask the essential questions: who are the learners? What do they need? What are the gaps between what they know and what they need to achieve? It's not just about gathering data, it's about empathy. It's about how understanding the learner's context, their challenges, their motivations. Without this phase, everything else becomes guesswork. Then comes design. So in design phase, this stage determines all tools used to measure performance. So in design phase, it is where insight becomes intention. Here we map out a learning journey. We carefully select objectives that are specific, measurable, accurate, relevant, and time-bounded, and align with desired outcomes. We plan strategies, interactions, assessments, all in service of helping learners construct knowledge. It's not just about what we teach, it's about how we guide the learner to discover and apply. And next is the development. It's the creation phase. This is where ideas take form. Lesson plans become modules, storyboards become videos, abstract outcomes transform into tangible tools. It's a phase filled with creativity, collaboration, and sometimes iteration. Mistakes here are part of the process because development isn't just about creating perfect materials, it's about crafting learning tools that resonate. And then next is we implement, or the implementation phase, of course. The plan meets the real world. Instructors facilitate, learners engage. This phase is a living experiment, a chance to observe the materials and methods in action. And as an educator knows, implementation often reveals surprises. Flexibility and responsiveness become just as important as the initial design. Lastly, we arrive at evaluation. But this isn't just the final step, it's embedded throughout the model. We evaluate constantly. Are the learners responding? Are the objectives being met? What needs to be changed? Evaluation isn't about judgment, it's about growth. It empowers us to refine our methods, to listen to feedback, and to pursue excellence with humility. The power of ADDIE lies not in its structure, but in its mindset. It reminds us that instructional design is both a science and an art. It calls us to be thoughtful architects of learning, not just content deliverers, and most of all, it holds us accountable to design with purpose, to teach with insight, and to evaluate with integrity. So, when I think of ADDIE, I don't just see a model. I see a commitment to learner success, a commitment to continuous improvement, and a commitment to intentional, impactful education. So, thank you for watching and listening, and I hope that all of you learns about what is ADDIE model. Bye!